My dear students, in the previous video we understood the meaning of Parakar and we also derived the expression for the Parakar value of a given compound. So now I am going to discuss the application of these Parakar. As I told in the previous video that this Parakar value which is used to identify the structure of a molecule. So and you also know the meaning of additive as well as constitutive property. This Parakar value is both additive as well as constitutive property. That means even a small change in the number of hydrogen oxygen between two molecules, the Parakar value is completely changed. That means you just take the example of benzene and cyclohexane. Here you can find that. So in benzene in cyclohexane there are 6 hydrogen atoms, extra hydrogen atoms are present compared to benzene. So due to increasing number of hydrogen atom, so the variation in Parakar value takes place. That's why so in case of cyclohexane, so the Parakar value is more compared to benzene. And Sugden calculated these Parakar value for each atom, and by keeping some structural factor and atom in mind, he calculated the Parakar value. For example, the Parakar value for hydrogen is 17.1 and for carbon 4.8, for nitrogen 12.5, for oxygen it is 20, for sulfur it is 48.5, for chlorine it is 53.8, for bromine it is 68.0. So these are atomic Parakar. That is, the Parakar value, it depends on the atom. It is changes with respect to an atom. That's why these are called as atomic Parakar. And the Parakar value also depends on the structure. For example, the presence of double bond increases the Parakar value of 23.2 and triple bond 46.6, and presence of 5-membered ring, it imparts 8.5 Parakar value, and 6-membered ring 6.1, and naphthalene, presence of naphthalene ring 12.2 Parakar value. So dear student, please remember this data. It is useful while solving the problem or while applying these Parakar value to various organic compounds. So now let us apply this value and calculate the Parakar value. Dear student, we can calculate Parakar value in two ways. One way is we have standard Parakar formula, that is, so by knowing surface tension, by knowing density of the liquid and molar mass, we can calculate the Parakar value. This is one side. And in another way is, so by using the data which is given by Sugden, he calculated atomic Parakar, structure Parakar separately. By using his theoretical data also we can calculate the Parakar value. Sometimes the theoretical calculation it is coincides with agree with the experimental calculation. So now let us verify all these calculation. So now let us start with the benzene, structure of benzene. So now first calculate the experimental value for benzene. The experimental value of Parakar benzene may be calculated by using Sugden equation. The molar mass of benzene is 78 gram per mole and its surface tension at 298 Kelvin is 29.3 dynes per centimeter. Density of benzene at 293 Kelvin is 0.878 gram per centimeter. So dear students, so we have surface tension, we have density and we have molar mass. Now apply all this data in the given equation, that is the Parakar value is equal to molar mass into surface tension to the power of 1/4 all divided by density. So now we have the value, that is 78 into 29.3 to the power of 1/4 divided by 0.878. If you simplify this value, so we are going to get 206.4 centimeter cube. So this is the one way of calculating Parakar value of benzene. So or this is the experimental determination of Parakar value of benzene. So this is first method. And we can also determine the Parakar value by using the Sugden data table, which he has given there. He has given atomic and structural Parakar separately. So now, so you look at for benzene. For benzene, so it has 6 carbon atom. So it is Kekulé structure, 6 carbon atom. According to the above table, dear students, while solving this problem, you please write down the table in a separate notebook and keep it separately. Then only you can understand these videos. So before going to that, so you please keep it separately. Okay. So there are 6 carbon atom. So the value of one carbon atom Parakar value is 4.8. So 4.8 into 6 is equal to 28.6. Similarly, there are 6 hydrogen atom. Then the Parakar value of one hydrogen is 17.1. 17.1 into 6 is equal to 102.6. And here in benzene there are 3 CC double bond. There are 3 double bonds are present, and structural Parakar for double bond is 23.2, which we found in the previous slide, into 3. So it gives 69.6, and it contains one 6-membered ring, and the Parakar value is 6.1. So if you take the sum of all this value, the Parakar value of benzene is 207.1 cm3. That means, so this is a second method. Then both the values are equal, approximately equal, agreement to each other. That is, it is 206.4 cm3 in case of experimental method, but in case of a theoretical Parakar value, we found that 207.1. So both the values are agree each other. So this supports Kekulé structure. So this confirms Kekulé structure of benzene. It contains alternative triple bond and each carbon attached to one hydrogen. Similarly, let us calculate it for acetone. You know that acetone is the simplest ketone. This is the formula of acetone, CH3CO, CH3. So now calculate by using the following data. So here the Parakar value of carbon is 4.8, hydrogen is 17.1, and that of oxygen is 20.0, and now apply this, and Parakar value of double bond, this is P double bond. So for double bond is equal to 23.2. Now apply all this value. Acetone has 3 carbon atom. Dear student, just by looking the structure, you must able to identify the structural features like number of carbon atom, number of hydrogen atom, presence of double bond, presence of 5-membered ring, 6-membered ring. You have to identify all these structural features, and for all these structural features, multiply the corresponding atomic or structural Parakar value which is present in the data table. Got it? So here, so next calculate it. So for 3 carbon atom, there are 3 carbon atom in the acetone. Each value is 4.8. So if you multiply this 14.1, and for there are 6 hydrogen, the value of each hydrogen is 17.1. If you multiply it by its number, that is 6, you will get 102.6. And one oxygen atom, its Parakar value is 20. 20 into 1, 20. And there is a one double bond between carbon and oxygen. So that's why it becomes 1 into 23.2 is equal to 23.2. So totally you will get 160.2. So this is the one method of calculation of Parakar. Then experimental method is, this is a second method. Now let us go for second method. The surface tension of the acetone is 23.7 and its density is 0.792 grams per cm cube, and its molar mass is 58 gram per cm cube. If you apply all this data in the equation, in the Parakar equation, and if you simplify, you will get 161.6 centimeter cube. So here it is 160.2 and here it is 161. That is, both the values are agree each other. So this confirms the structure of acetone. It contains one carbonyl group and on either side of the carbonyl carbon, two alkyl groups are flanked to this carbon. So this is how we can confirm the structure by using the Parakar value. Then calculate the Parakar value of quinone. Here we can represent quinone in two different ways. So this is one way of representing quinone, in which there are two carbonyl double bonds, CO double bonds are present, but in this case, so it is a bicyclic compound. There are two cycles. So one is benzene ring, another one is carbon, oxygen, oxygen, carbon. There are two six-membered ring. There are two six-membered rings are present in the second structure. So now apply the Parakar value for this compound. So in this compound, there are 6 carbon atoms. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So its value is 28.8. And there are 4 hydrogen. 1, 2. Observe the cursor. There are 4 hydrogen. Its value is 68.4. And there are 2 oxygen on either side of the ring. So its value is 40. And there are 2 double bond. 1, 2 double bond. So sorry, there are 4 double bond. So 2 CO double bond and 2 CC double bond. Totally there are 4 double bond and 1 6-membered ring. So its value is 6.1. And similarly here, so there are 6 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atom, 2 oxygen atom is same. But here there are 3 double bond. So its value is 69.6 and 2 6-membered ring. And its value is, the value of quinone is 236.1. But for this structure 219.0. But this is the actual structure of quinone. This is the actual structure of quinone. So theoretically they are predicted that there are 2 structure. But with the help of Parakar value, they are calculated that the experimental determined Parakar value is 236.8. So this value is agreement with the first structure. So that's why this is the structure of quinone. Dear students, for quinone we can write 2 structure. But among two, one is the structure can be confirmed with the help of this calculation of Parakar value. So we are calculate the Parakar value. This is a theoretical, this is the first method, theoretical calculation. Then practically we identified the Parakar value by knowing its surface tension and density. There we found 236.8. So from this we can confirm that the practical value coincides with the theoretical value of the first structure. That's why this is the structure of, first one is the structure of quinone. Next, limitations of this Parakar value. So by using Parakar value, we cannot find the structure of all the compounds. For example, the Parakar value states that diazonium compound, diazonium salts we discussed in aromatic hydrocarbons. So it says that these diazonium compounds are cyclic in nature according to this Parakar concept. But the electron diffraction study shows that they are linear in nature. You just look at here. So this is the actual structure of diazonium chloride. That is 2 nitrogen atoms are present. This is a diazonium salt. So diazonium compound. So this is the diazonium compound. Usually these diazonium compounds are linear in structure. But this Parakar says it is cyclic. So this is the one of the demerits of the Parakar value. Second one is, this Parakar study shows that by using Parakar we can differentiate only the compound which is different in number of structural factor. For example, let us take benzene and aldehyde. Here the only difference is here one extra group is present. So we can distinguish benzene and aldehyde by using this Parakar. That means the Parakar value for benzene is different and for aldehyde different. But we cannot distinguish ortho, meta and para substituted benzene by using this Parakar value, because the Parakar value is same for all the 3 structure. All the structure differ by its position, but the value is same. That's why this is